Everybody, welcome to the Money Reviews. Today we're going to be talking about this here AXL product. It's a zipper top for these larger, like Spiritus style placards. Before we do that, let's pay the bills. I got to talk about Kinetic Impact Airsoft's upcoming game, Bull Market at JTC in Oklahoma. Bull Market's a 2-day event, unlike Blood Money, which is a 1-day event at D14 in Sanger. I am a brand ambassador for Kinetic Impact Airsoft. Very happy that I decided to go ahead and do that, and really enjoyed Blood Money 2. Had a great time. I think they put on great events. If you like milsim-ish games that are story-driven and don't require you to be in the field for 40 straight hours, that might be a way for you to go. As you see my face popping up here in this picture, that is my code. It's Muddy. Give you $10 off your Bull Market ticket. Again, it's at JTC in Beggs, Oklahoma. All right, let's get on to the review. So this here AXL topper is for one of these Spiritus-style chest rigs, or any chest rig really that is of similar size with loop and loop inside for a hook and hook marrying. I have a replica that was on here. This is from Cardex, and the thing that sucks about this one is the fact that I can't run the Tracer Tactical High Vis insert with this because there's no loop inside of here like the AXL. It is just Cordura. But overall, it's not a bad topper. It's been quite good. It's held up really well. Some differences you can see between the Crydex replica and the real one is AXL uses this ribbed for your pleasure texturized cordage instead of regular cord with some heat shrink on it. And I know they definitely use high quality zips. This zipper is similar, but definitely probably better. And it has Velcro inside of it to put the other insert, which is pretty great. All right, let's get some information out of here. I got to do something off camera because that is pertinent information that you don't need to know about. We're back on camera. We have in here a VS17 panel. I made that sound all like it's like top secret or like some sort of like codes or something. No, it's nothing like military related. It's just some personal information for a emergency contact card. I just don't need all of you to see it. That actually was a requirement, though. Side note, caveat. That is a requirement at the games that I went to with Kinetic Impact that I don't remember them doing, or at least they didn't do back in 2016 at a bigger event like Stonebreaker. And I thought that was pretty cool that they had a mandatory emergency contact card that you had to keep on your person. Yeah. All right. Sorry for the side note. A couple bandages from the game. We have a notebook. And then we have a little map of the field and everything. And then everything's opened up. As you can see, the Tracer Tactical inserts in here. If you already saw that review, well, I'm glad you watched it if it hasn't come out yet. Sneak peek. And the AXL piece itself, we're going to pull that out. It's very easy to install and uninstall. It's just a hook. Now, I did notice when I got this from the viewer, I was taking it out of the chest rig that it's in. This AXL one seems to be peeling right here. So they didn't sew this down, or the sewing is completely broken. It looks like they glued it. Now, I don't know if maybe it came unstitched and the guy who owns it like shoe glued it down, or AXL did, but that kind of sucks. It looks like AXL might have because it's that way all the way across. And it looks like they may have glued it in place and stitched it down, and this stitching has just come undone. So it's not necessarily a knock on AXL's quality, because I think AXL's quality has been fantastic on everything I've reviewed from them, but that is something to note. Let's yank the tracer insert out. Let's flip this guy inside out. Let's look at it. So this is the big difference between this. Oh yeah, that's so weird. It's even like that on this side too. Is that the same side? Yeah. Looks like the stitching has just come undone, and they use some sort of adhesive to hold the Velcro in place and then stitch it down to get a nice even stitch, because it's even like white and crusty, so it looks like the adhesive is just wearing out over time. I don't know. I don't like that. It does look like the material is coated, the actual Cordura they used, so that's kind of cool. If that is a coating, it's going to help its water resistancy. It looks like almost like a PU coating. I mean, all the other stitching is pretty good. It's just right here. It looks like it's come undone. Weird. The lower stitching is still intact. It's still fine. Just this top portion. Doesn't affect the functionality, but it is something to note and look out for if you are getting one of these. Other side is perfectly fine. No issues there. And the zipper is finished off with gross grain on either side. I don't know if the zipper came like that or AXL added that themselves. I'm pretty sure AXL added that because we don't necessarily see that in theirs. The reproduction comes down all the way and it's finished off with gross grain. It's a lot shorter than the actual axle, as you see right here. So this is the reproduction and this is the axle, and they stop pretty much right at the zipper line for theirs. Axle goes down another like almost inch and gives you the loop to add stuff like this. So that is pretty cool. I dig that. I think that's a pretty great addition that Axel brings to the table that the fakes don't. Enough of the construction or issues with the construction. It is just a simple zipper top. It does Velcro in. This additional length of Velcro is nice because it actually gives you good adhesion and you can kind of vary the height a little better if you need to in order to fit larger items. Installing one is not hard at all. You literally just put it inside of here, right about there, right about there. You can kind of wing it, and then you just kind of push it down, and it's installed. This is it without this. This does help you Velcro stuff in place if you need to or want to. Or you can install one of these little bag liners, which I think are really great because it gives you some high visibility. Only downfall is, like I mentioned in the review already, if I said if it's out or not. There's no grommet down here. The sil nylon in order to help water come out like there is here, but you shouldn't have any issues if it's staying closed, even in inclement weather. Overall, I think the Axle product is pretty superior to the Krydex product in features, but that little bit of shoe gooiness and stitching is coming undone. That kind of sucks. But then I don't know how much, like, I don't know how like hard this has been used and how like if it's been rode hard and put away wet, so to speak. So that might explain it. I don't know how much time he put on this piece of kit as far as using it, crawling and running and all that stuff before it came to my possession to review. I did like it. I think it works really well. I didn't even notice, though, that issue with the axle till I did remove it. So that shows you it doesn't do anything for functionality. It didn't come into play as being a problem in the function of the zipper top. Anyway, that's all I got, guys. I hope you got something out of this Axle zipper top review. Definitely got better features than the Krydex and some questionable, I guess, like durability. Again, it didn't come to me brand new, so I don't know. I'm not going to ding Axel for that. As always, guys, get out there, play some Airsoft, LARP smarter, not harder. Definitely look at smaller companies like Axel, Tracer Tactical for your needs because they are bringing stuff to the table. Some of the larger companies are not. Innovation is definitely high in those smaller places. Hopefully, I'll see you on the field. Peace.